Hello, everybody. I'm Donna Norris. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being here. It's been a whirlwind of a week. I have worked really hard, had a terrible allergy attack, and I took some new meds for it. So if you see me yawning, it's because my allergy medication is wanting to put me to sleep. But I'm really glad to be here, and thank you all for being here too. Let's get started and we'll do some readings, have some fun. Carl, let's see. It's good to see you, Carl. Hey, yay, finally a live show in a long time. It's been a week and a half, maybe. Yeah, probably been a while. I have been working. The government has decided to make a poster child out of Key West for immigrations and custom enforcement, whatever you call ICE. And they have just become a nightmare. So a lot of us who are local here have banded together to try to help the people who are afraid to leave their homes for fear of being detained. And we go and work their shift for them at their job so that when this is all blown over and this dust settles, they'll have a job to go back to. So anyway, I apologize for it being a while. I just worked 5 days in a row. And for an old retired, semi-retired lady, it was a lot. I have rented bikes. I have been a coffee barista, and I love being out and around people. But in the heat, it's a little much. So it wears me out. I guess I should say. It's not much. It's not too much, and I'm glad to be able to do it. But anyway, back to this. It'll be 8 a.m. when your show starts, but I hope I wake up and catch you. Need messages from my guides in this uncertain time for me. So let's hope that I'm able to catch you before the end of the show, or you're able to catch me. Donna, I like that name. Westrick. I am with a rescue in Washington State and have come across a little dog we named Pepper. Could you tell us if she has a home and someone looking for her and what her health issues might be? Okay, let's see if we can bring in Pepper. As I'm bringing in Pepper, she's like looking all around, like trying to figure out what this is about. I don't think, this is kind of a surprise for her. Energetically, she recognizes me, but usually, there's another human in the link. Like I know you're her human temporarily, but like their owner. So it's a little different going directly to these little animals. So give me 1 second. She's a little unsure. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try to feel into her energy if she'll allow that and see if she can tell me if she's feeling bad or showing me something, that she wants me to know about. We're here to help you. So what I'm feeling as I feel into Pepper is a heart rate that's just like been like on hyper alert for a long, long time. And now it's starting to kind of slow down and feel a little more relaxed and less anxious, which is good. So thank you for giving her a safe place to be. So where she came from was a place where she sort of didn't really feel like part of the pack, if you know what I mean. There were a lot of people, and what I'm seeing is an image of a lot of people's legs, and they just kind of keep shuffling her out of the way, and loud voices. So I don't really know if that constitutes having people or an owner, but no one that she felt really bonded with. So let's see how she feels about allowing me to merge with her energy. Yeah, so we can help you. I'm feeling something in my stomach area. And Donna, it feels like something heavy is sitting in my tummy. Like I don't know if she ate something that was maybe not food. Um, and it's just sort of sitting in her stomach. But it feels a little bit different than, you know, how when you eat too much and you feel like, oh, stuffed, like you've just got this big, heavy meal in your tummy. It's different than that. It's a little heavier, is all I can say. Doesn't feel right. But I continue to feel also this sense of like being able to rest and relax. So thank you for giving her that. I'm not sure about her health issues. I don't know if they could feel that or if you could feel that by feeling her tummy, if you feel something in her tummy or not. But it could just be a ball of nerves, you know, and she's trying to show me that she's just been clenched up and upset. But that's really all I'm getting for Pepper. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more detail. I hope that helps. But it looks like she might be somebody in need of a really good, safe, stable home. Thank you for being in rescue. Takes a special kind of angel to do what y'all do. I really appreciate and respect you guys. Thanks, Donna. Thanks for being here. Venus says, hi, Donna. I just looked today to see if you had any scheduled lives, but you didn't. And here you are. I know I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. Wasn't sure if I was going to work again today. But I get off early. So anyway, I posted it right around lunchtime, I guess, and decided to cross my fingers and see if you guys would see it. So thank you for coming again. It's going to be like this for probably another 2 weeks. And then one of the regular members that's part of this little loose consortium of people who fill in is going to be back. And so there won't be as many opportunities. I won't be quite as busy with it. And hopefully ICE will get over themselves and get out of town. This is a 2 mile by 4 mile island. They're going to run out of people at some point. Anyway. Hi, Joe. Hi. Looking forward to your live readings today and hearing about what you have to say for the little rescue dog named Pepper that Donna asked about. Well, there we are. Yeah. They live in the moment. So right now, this moment, you know, Pepper's really relieved and able to relax. So that's a really good thing. Thanks to Donna's rescue. Hi, Vivian. Hello, S. Steele. Let's see. Hi, Donna. Glad to see you're doing a live. Do my best to stay for the whole show. Great. Thank you. I'm glad y'all are here. Cecilia 333 says, hi, thank you so much for doing this. Is there a message for me from Rumi? The Rumi. Let's see. There is a message. There has been some reflection on your part. Kind of a, am I on the right track? Do I need to make a change kind of reflection? And what Rumi is saying, there's enough doing going on that there's a focus to now on being present for yourself, being present in the moment, and just being able to enjoy the rest of this summer season. Thankfully, Mercury's going direct tomorrow. We're in the energy of a full moon, so it's a really good time. We're still in the energy of the full moon, even though it was last night, to do some releasing of those things that no longer serve. So I think the time of doing is for now for you, not in play. So I hope that helps, Cecilia. Thank you for the question. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Rumi. Kathleen Moore, you were right on about Casper last time. Good. Today, I would like to know what Jay needs from me. Kathleen, Jay is a new dog. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Jay is coming in and he feels like itchy, I want to say. It feels almost like I know dogs can't sweat, that's why they pant, but ready for, just to chill out. And it feels like almost, I want to say itchy. So I don't know if you've noticed any kind of scratching or panting or licking or any of that with Jay. Let me feel into it. Well, he seems to like his food. I'm seeing a full food bowl and then an empty food bowl, which would mean that he eats what you give him. So that's good news. And I am now feeling something like here in the front of my head that feels almost like a headache. I don't think it's me. Could be me from my allergies, but it doesn't feel like it's me, and it just came on suddenly. So it feels like confusion, like there's a state of not being sure. Yeah, just being generally confused. So I'm not sure how long you've had Jay. Gosh, I wish I could remember from past. I mean, I just don't. Sorry. There's a happiness, there's a wagging tail, there's a curled up and sleeping. So happy to be in that part of the routine, but just unsure about what I guess what the routine is. It feels like he's just sort of looking around. If you find that he's anxiously looking for you, that could be what's going on. He's trying to tune into your energy, know where you are. So I hope that helps. Please keep us posted. Love to hear more about what's going on with the new dog, Jay. Thank you for bringing him home and giving him a new great life. So, Joe Lombardi, okay, again, is it true that when we cross, we can only be greeted by our companion animals, but don't get to hang out with them all the time, but can visit them? I want to be with them all the time. I'm with you. I pretty much want to be with mine all the time. There is in the spirit world, there are, they have their evolutionary path. It overlaps with our soul tribe and our lifetime after lifetime evolutionary path. And we do more than one lifetime together. But they have their things that interest them in the spirit world, and we have our things that we learn that we do in the spirit realm. And so we're not always able to be together 100% of the time, but in your off time, in your free time, in that time that's yours when you're not looking at the Akashic records, planning your next life, enjoying some downtime, traveling around, doing whatever it is you want to do in the spirit world, you can be with the animals and have them be with you in your space. At least that's what the animals have told me. That's certainly what the people have told me. Gosh, sorry. Frequently, animals come in without people in my readings. And sometimes people come in bringing an animal. So they hang out with their animals. So I'm not sure where you might have heard that. I know everybody can only share it from their own experience, but from my experience, you can spend as much time as you're able to with your animals. You can set it up the way you want. We are expected to continue to evolve on our human path. That being said, so there is going to be some time when you're going to need to be working with your guides and working with the rest of your soul tribe and working to support the other members of your soul tribe too. So, but time isn't like we think of time here. It's not linear. It's not like watching a clock. And we don't need to sleep. We don't need to eat. So we have all the time in the world, so to speak. I don't feel like there's a deprivation sense. I've never gotten that sense from any spirit. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question, at least from my experience and perspective. Thank you, Joe. S. Steele says, do my guides have a message for me regarding a future career? Ooh, cool. There are a few different fields I'm considering, and I'm not sure which one is my calling. Ooh, that's interesting. Choices. I just instinctively picked up the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, so I'm going to pull a card. I wish I could stop sniffling, y'all. I apologize. Ooh. So you're coming from a place, you're coming from a place of feeling blessed. That's good, but it's just kind of like time for a change. You see that she's sitting in a nautilus shell, that fairy, which is all about evolution, and you've been evolving, and now it's time to do another. If you look up in the corner of my screen, you can see a nautilus shell there too. It's time for some more evolution. And what it's coming up to is serendipity. So I kind of wonder when serendipity speaks, it's about, just like all the cards falling into place, everything just happening with ease and flow, coincidences one after another, thinking about someone and then they call, thinking about doing, going back to school. Oh, I see that you're like looking at going back to school, and then an opportunity coming up to apply for the school that you want, and just getting right in. So that's where serendipity comes into play. So it's not going to be a time of like forcing action. It's just going to be putting it out there, letting the universe take care of the rest, and seeing how things fall. But it does say moving forward, going by the book. Then this is, understanding, and that those flags up at the top are talk about change that's coming in the future. So yeah, apparently there is going to be a change, just depending on which one you choose. But by the book is about, understanding the hierarchy, understanding how the gears of time turn in corporations and companies, and also even in schools and academia. So, wow. Let's see what your guides have to say. They're talking about something that's what really stirs your soul, is something that's going to be helping people. It's like helping people get what they need. I don't know if one of the careers you're considering or going back to school would enable you to meet that goal, but that's something that brings your heart joy, that stirs your soul, is when you're able to truly be of service and help somebody else get what they need. That this is going to be a really rewarding experience. So you'll have to keep us posted. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Hi, Christina. It's good to see you. Sort of. See y'all. I'm so glad y'all all know each other. This is terrific. Thank you for saying that, Angela C. I feel like a rag doll. But maybe it's my new glasses. I got new glasses, so maybe that's what it is. Look at Lois, the rigs out. Hello from Belize. Y'all, she just drove from the Pacific Northwest all the way to Belize with her dog, not a small dog, with a big girl, Gracie, and they are now at a home, and their new home in Belize. So congratulations, Lois. Teresa, I know it's got to be great there, swimming and checking out the ocean, checking out the jungle, all the new foods, all the new people. I hope you're enjoying yourself. You deserve it. Really glad for you. Tea Garden Chicken says, wow, that's amazing. Okay, thank you. Carl's here, apparently. Message from my guides for this week that may help my current situation. Okay. I'm seeing they're talking about like um, laying out pros and laying out the cons. I'm not sure how that plays into what you've got going on this week. But they're also going forward. It's sort of like this seems to me like this is your way. I feel like this is just part of who you are moving forward as if everything's going to fall into place, just expecting the best, because that's when it's, you set forward your expectation of all the things that could go right. And those things will start coming back to you. All these things that can go right. The pros far outweigh the cons. There's going to be a few like stumbling blocks, like literally I'm seeing like an image of a tumbed over trash can. Just go around it. You don't need other people's garbage. I also see something about like doing a deal where you get a good deal on something, and so you buy it and then you turn around and you're able to resell it and make a profit on the resale of, I don't know if that's something that you do, but this is what they're showing me, an opportunity to pick something up and then turn around and resell it and make some money. Thank you, Carl. I hope that helps. Christina's, oh, thank you for the instructions. Yeah, it does make it easier if there's a question mark in the beginning or if it's in all caps. Emily? Who is the blue alien lady who shows up in my healing hypnosis? Thank you. Ooh, let's see. Karatina? With a K. Karatina. That's as close as we could say it to where what she is, who she is. She brings a steadiness and calm. And she's also bringing in like new knowledge. So I don't know if you're feeling anything like winds of change or new knowledge. Man, I wonder if you're getting downloads. That's pretty cool during healing hypnosis. Karatina. She said it again. Karatina. So that's who she is. I hope you're able to be at peace and receive the new knowledge and take it and use it for everybody's highest good, especially yours. So thank you, Emily. That's awesome. Hi, Nouveau. Glad you're here. Nouveau says, can my guides direct me to my mom's wedding rings, or did Deborah steal them like she did other things of mine? Or did I put them in a special place I don't remember? Oh, God, did that sound familiar? Let's see. I feel like these are in a bag within a bag. And there may be a third ring in there as well. God, it's going to be somewhere like the bag within a bag is in a box or a container. You know how like plastic container or a storage box. but there's not any like other being like Deborah or anybody else like that, or there's no other being associated with this. So this may have been that you put it in a safe place. And if you were near any totes or boxes recently, you might want to go back through them. Yeah, that's the best that I'm getting. So, whew, thank you. I hope you find them. Man, that would make me the nervous wreck. Jessica Lynn, may I have a message from my dog Sanford? I had to let him go over the Rainbow Bridge Friday and want to know he is okay. I'm sorry about that, Jessica Lynn. Oh, gosh. Yeah, let's see if we can bring Sanford in. He comes in and it's almost like he comes in and he puts his back feet near his front feet and then he like springs forward. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's like he gets all 4 feet like just to the edge and then he jumps. He's really happy. It is almost like he's bouncing front feet to back feet. Just wants you to see this, wants you to see that, this is that he's doing really well, that he's happy, that it was just like turning around, and he's showing like turning around in a circle, like, and he was, when his moment came, it was that fast. He just popped out of his body, his soul popped out of his body. No. And he says that he swirled past you in spirit form, swirled around you before moving on to the spirit realm. So I don't know if you felt that you may have been in a lot of grief at that moment, but there was like one final hug. Jessica Lynn, I know that's got to be hurting. I hope that helps to know that he is in great shape, bounding around, bebopping around the energy field, just excited to show you that he's doing well. So I hope that helps. Sherry Neidig, how are you? Oh, God, I love how y'all greet each other. Deb Price says, hi, Donna. Well, I get settled soon. Tired of going from place to place. My animals need a stable environment. Let's just see what they say. I feel like they're saying that they're showing like before we're into coats and before we're into, heavy sweaters and coats and boots and things like that, you're going to be settled. And it feels like you're looking here, but your place that you're supposed to be in is like over here. So it's just outside of the realm of where you're looking right now. That makes sense. Let's see what the cards say. Regeneration, which is all about rebirth and starting over. So it is coming right up. This is like new life out of old. You can see that looks like a charred tree, and then there's new buds and new leaves coming out. So it's coming right up. There's a paperwork issue. I don't know if you're in a bureaucracy or if you're waiting for something to be approved or something like that, but there's like paper shuffling around that has to finish happening. So I hope that helps, Deb. Christina says, Sammy and Scylla are here for the week with my mom. Oh, while I am traveling for work this coming week. Does Poppy have anything to say about this visit with her pups? I am still considering rehoming her. Sammy and Scylla have really gotten close. They have become pretty bonded. It seems like, although Sammy's personality is a little bit different than Scylla's, a little more out there. And Poppy is like, I'm number one. This is my house. So yeah, she's going to be setting boundaries. I think Poppy's pretty good about setting boundaries and letting people know what she'll, or other animals too, what she wants and what she will not tolerate. So I think she's going to be pretty good at setting the boundaries with the puppies. God, they're as big as she is. Anyway, good luck. I can't wait to hear how that goes with your mom. Maybe just, this is me talking. Make sure that even though Sammy and Scylla are her dogs, make sure that she greets Poppy first whenever she walks into a room. Talk about ego. Just playing. Poppy's just that diva kind of dog. So I hope that helps. Thanks, Christina. Tea Garden Chicken says, my queen lady cat, her royal adorableness, she prefers her full name, I think, seems to be deaf now. Is she okay? Does she want to see a vet? And we love her so much. Oh, thank you. Let's see, Tea Garden Chicken. So what the queen is telling me is that she is like doubling down on her other senses. So, putting out that feeling the energy, sensing energy with, feeling it. Seeing, smelling, tasting, all the other senses, that we're used to using to navigate. She is just like for the making up for the loss in the hearing by checking on things more. Now she's like it's sort of like moving into a new house and remembering where the light switches are in each bedroom or each room. She's still kind of getting used to this. But she's like, I still got it. I still got it. I mean, like, I got this. So this is, she's she may be deaf, but she still wants to be the queen. And I really do think that she's going to make this work. You may need to learn like to call her to get her attention. Maybe flashing a mirror or, something shiny to kind of attract her when you want to try to call her. See if you can work with her in her new mindset and in her new frame so she can respond visually, if that makes sense. You can also practice sending her mental images to come and be, mental images of time to eat, a food bowl, things of that sort, and just work with it and see how it goes, sending her energetic messages and seeing notice what you notice in return if she responds. Wow, that's really cool. So thank you. That's a great question. Y'all always come up with some really good questions. Betty Ann Tafoya says, hi, Donna. Can you see me moving at the end of September? Thank you. Let's see. Gosh, that seems so far away. It's just a few weeks. Actually, I see like arrangements being made. And I don't know what part of the country you're in, but I do see like fall, like leaves turning color and, that kind of thing. So to indicate to me that it may not be the end of September, it may be October, something like that. Thank you. What a question. That's awesome. I love how spirit works with me. Like, and yeah, but it's sort of like you're still packing boxes at the end of September, still getting everything in order and getting ready to make your move. So I hope that helps. Venus says, may I have a message from my ancestors? Let's see who they are. Let's see who's coming in. I feel like there is someone coming in. This feels like a female. She's coming in to talk about paving your own way. Oh, it's like tilling. I don't know if you guys remember like turn of the 20th century type tools, but people used to strap on this like tiller thing, like a hoe, and they would have a mule or something pull them with these straps on, and they would like till their own field. So this is what your ancestors are telling you, to till your own harvest, till your own field, which I think you do already. But this is going to be, as opposed to not to be compulsively self-reliant, but to be a part of the gathering. Hope that makes sense. Part of I guess the gathering at the harvest. Anyway, wow. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors. I feel into your energy, and I feel like you're a hard worker already. So I don't know if you've got something new you're planning, but it's time to plant the seeds so that you can harvest and reap the rewards. That's true. Jessica Lynn, they knew never stay long enough. Very well said, Tea Garden Chicken. Oh, it's really hard to release them. But I know one of my boys is starting to show signs that he's entering his last chapter. And so while I want that to not be true, I have to be responsible and caring for him and helping take care of him and giving him his best life. So I'm trying to respond to that and give him what I can to help him navigate, this last chapter, final mile, as they say. But I'm sure that's what you did too, Jessica Lynn. God bless you. Teagard Chaz says, rescue and foster folks are amazing light love workers. Amen. I mean, gosh, it just takes a special kind of huge heart to do what they do in all kinds of weather, in all kinds of circumstances, with all kinds of people. So, yeah. And, yeah. AK says, hello, AK. Angeli Mullins Finan says, my dog Ginger got mean to my smaller dog Charlie yesterday. We scolded her because it wasn't play. Was it because we're going on vacation without our dogs? And I think she was blaming him. Ooh, let me see if I can bring Ginger in. When I bring Ginger in, Angeli, she's like breathing sort of like we do when we're focused and we're in our head a lot. We start to breathe shallow. We forget to take deep breaths. And so she's getting a little ratcheted up, knowing that you're going to be leaving town. And I feel like she's just acting out of her own anxiety. Charlie probably did absolutely nothing wrong, but just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what you can do is send your calming thoughts and your calming touch to Ginger and Charlie and let them know you'll be back in however many nighttime sleeps it's going to be, 10, 7, 4, however many nighttime sleeps it's going to be. And then every morning when you wake up, you can send them thoughts like, good morning, uh, I'm going to have a good day. I hope you have a good day. You can talk to your animals energetically and tell them I'll be back in, if it's 4 days, you're going to be gone after that first night, 3 more nighttime sleeps, then 2 more nighttime sleeps, and then 1 more nighttime sleep. And I'm coming home today, and send them an image of you coming through the door to greet them. So I hope that makes sense. It really seems to work with my animals, and I've had other clients who have tried this technique, and it seems to work with them when they travel as well. So I'm sure, they're going to be in good hands while you're gone. But it does help that you show them before you leave that you're going to be coming back. And however many nighttime sleeps it ends up being that you're going to be gone. So I hope that helps, Angeli. There. Bora Bora says hi. Hi, Bora Bora. What a cute little picture. Oh, Angeli, thank you for asking. Hit like and subscribe. I would just love it. I'm trying to grow this channel and grow my reach. So thank you for that. Let's see, scroll on down for some more questions. Routine is mixed. Yeah, that helps. Okay, good. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just trying to. He'll get it. If your routine is mixed all the time, it just takes a little time to get with the program, but they do adapt and they do adjust, especially dogs. Dogs are so easygoing. They just want to be good boys, be good girls. Can bone chewing cause a dog's headache? Well, that kind of depends on, like, sometimes bone chewing can jar the teeth, and that can cause what I might perceive as a headache. Um, I would not according not according to Jay. He likes it. Uh, yeah, so I'm not sure about that unless they, chomp down and just hit their tooth wrong and it causes some pain in their jaw for jaw. Oh, cool. I have a Nautilus necklace too, but I love the Nautilus because it's all about how, we evolve. And when we talk about like doing what makes our soul smile and what makes our soul happy, and we want to tune in and check in with our soul, just imagine going in reverse, right? Back to the core of who you are at the very center of that Nautilus. I always like visuals. I'm just a visual person. But so for me, it's like when we check in with our soul, we're going back to the center of the Nautilus. But when we're living out our evolution, living large. You have to show us the necklace. I love jewelry. Remy Blum says I'm going through some health problems. Problems. I'm sorry to hear that. We will send you some energy. I also still have my Reiki list, y'all, and I just started the one for August. So if you don't mind, Remy Blum, I can put your name on my Reiki list and I will send distance healing to you every day. I also meet twice a week with 2 different healers groups, and we have a collective list of people and we send healing to all of them. So you wouldn't have just me sending you healing twice a week. You would have 2 other groups of healers also sending you healing. So I'm going to take a chance and put your name down. And if you do not want me to do that, please let me know. Otherwise, for the month of August, I will be sending you healing. Will I be okay and find a job? I do feel like you're going to get a call. And I feel like you're going to be like working in the next month. It feels like within the next few weeks, within the next month, yes, you will be back at work. Clemmy, new job. Wow, great picture. I don't know if you have one now and you're thinking of changing, or if you're looking and the card I pulled is like the tribe. And that's about being with like-minded people or seeking out the company of like-minded souls. So I'm not sure if your current job is a bunch among like-minded souls, or if you're trying to seek that. But if you haven't, it hasn't occurred to you to try to seek that. But if you are thinking of a new job, I would suggest, according to the guides and the spirit of the oracle, that being among like-minded people would be good for you and good for your growth. And your guides are showing me it has something to do with a computer screen. I'm seeing like a computer screen that you'll be working with. So I hope that helps. Yeah, good road trip, Tea Garden Chicken. That was a heck of a road trip. Lois Teresa says, thank you. Gracie is learning to ride in the golf cart. Oh, and swim in the bay. That's so cool. I know around here, most of the locals use golf carts instead of cars. I just walk, but yeah, it's interesting watching how some of the animals hang on to the ends and the seats and in the floorboards of different things. So I'm sure she'll get it, and she's going to be a pro. That's awesome. AK says, is there any message from my guides? Let's see. I'm so about that monarch butterfly. I just love it. Ooh, yes. Come to the edge. This is all about taking a leap of faith, putting it out there for the guides. Dancing. Just really, that's a bunch of hearts. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of hearts surrounding this leap of faith and coming to the edge. Get ready. I feel like there's something about up. Let me look at this real quick. Okay, perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now, and if you come to the edge, you'll discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of abundance and prosperity than you could imagine. So take that step. The results will be amazing. It does feel like up. So awesome. I hope that's an adequate message. That's from the Spirit of the Oracle. Let's see what the guides say. They're talking about taking care of yourself and being that which you want to attract. So I don't know if you are single, married, or interested in being married, or being, I don't know if this is about dating, or be that which you wish to attract from your guides. So, wow. I hope that helps, AK. Carl says, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Carl's, oh, yes. Yes, it is. Hi, Polly. Good to see you in the chat. And Bora Bora says, look at that little baby picture. That's so cute. Message from my guides. Thank you, Janet from Northeast US. As I tune in, I see like your guides are sort of like rising up as if they're looking over your shoulder. And it's almost like you're getting you're learning to follow nudges from spirit. Are you practicing like tuning in to your guides and asking them, what's the next indicated action? Because it's almost like they're looking over and just sort of helping guide and nudge you. This would be a really good time if you have not been tuning into them to start your day, asking them to show you the next indicated action throughout the day. And just try to, as you think of it, remember to check in. Some things will be automatic. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Well, you're really safe. They've got your back. So, gosh, I hope that helps. That's a really good message. Donna Westwick, the rescue miracle worker lady, says, thank you. It was a help with Pepper. Glad some of her anxiety is not from missing her special person. Is there anything she would like me to do to help her be more comfortable? I really feel like if there is a way to like hold the side of her body against your body, that she hasn't had a lot of kind and compassionate touch recently. Certainly not recently, maybe not ever, I don't know. But if you can just kind of hug her and hug her to you at least once a day, tuck your head down against her head and just tell her she's a good girl and she's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I think that really, who doesn't want to hear that, right? But especially an animal in such a state of upheaval and transition and having been so anxious, I think that would be really helpful. Just touch is amazing for them. They respond to the energy, they know when you're coming at them from a place of compassion and caring. They can feel it in the air, and they can certainly feel it in your touch. So a really nice gentle hug every day would be good, be really good. Anytime you can find a way to say good girl too. Anytime she does anything that you can tell her she did well, that would be terrific. Good girl. It will help her to pull out of her shell, if you will, and re-anchor in a positive way. She's just looking to you for guidance. So thank you so much, Donna. Thank you again. I hope that helps. Can't wait to hear how things go for Sweet Pepper. Carl says, thanks so much. Got to go back to sleep. Bye. Thanks for tuning in, Carl. God bless you. He's in the Philippines. For those of y'all who don't know, it's a big time difference. And I appreciate that he takes the time to check in and to be here for us. Polly, message from my guides, please. There is something new coming your way. And I feel like it's going to be like, I won't call it frivolous, but it's not going to be like any big earth-shattering new kind of happening, but it's just going to be something new and fun that makes you smile, makes you feel good. Treat yourself, they're saying. So, yeah. It doesn't have to be a huge treat. It could be a new bottle of nail polish. It could be anything. But just something that makes you smile. Fix your day up. There's something new coming in. Let's see what the cards say. Thank you, guides. Unfinished symphony. So you are the maestro, and you get to call the song. So there's an unfinished symphony right now. Tune it in. Get something upbeat. I vote for upbeat. Thank you, Polly. And enjoy whatever that new thing is that's coming in. I hope you enjoy it. Clemmy says, on your last show, you read for my kitty Hector, who would sit in the hall and meow loudly. You said it's about his food, the AC. He had a lot to say. Okay. As most of y'all know, once these are over and my mind is clear, I'm just like channeling them, and then it's kind of gone. So thank you for remembering and reminding me of that. I hope Hector's doing better. I hope whatever was going on with this food has settled. Oh gosh. Nouveau says my deceased husband's ring too, and mine. Thanks so much. Wow. My goodness. I sure hope they turn up. Wherever that bag inside of a bag in a box, or it's in a safe place. I hope that it's just been set aside at a moment when it didn't have your full attention. You know how we can be doing one thing while we're thinking of a million other things, and it just got set aside. So good luck with that, Nouveau. Jessica Lynn says he had bad arthritis, so maybe he's saying he is healthy again. Yes, absolutely. No more joint pain, able to bounce, able to jump, able to dance around. That's terrific. Oh, that's good. He feels restored. So he's living his best, being his best self again, I should say. Wow, cool. And then she said, I've seen butterflies and was wondering if that was him. They can come back through, not necessarily embodying a butterfly, but influencing the energy and the direction of birds and butterflies and dragonflies and whatnot. And their energy is right there with the butterfly. So yeah, it could well be, if you've been seeing a lot of butterflies lately, that your baby is back, just letting you know he's okay. Angelique said, did my question get answered and I missed it? Yes, but I'm glad you're back. So hopefully you can catch it in the replay. Donna says, hi, Donna, and everyone. Hi, Donna. This makes 3 Donnas so far. Jessica Lynn says, hi. C.A. Brown says, thanks for the reading today. Oh, you're welcome. And I hope that whatever is going on with Wilson, it's just something passing, just a pulled something. Lori Christine says, could you get a message from my guides? Yeah, let's see what your guides have to say. Wow, such a big open heart. They are crediting you and wanting you to give yourself credit for having such a big open heart. It's like a superpower. Some people may use it to try to take advantage of your good nature and your open heart, and this is where they're saying, try to exercise some discernment. Sort of like, if it feels too good to be true or seems too good to be true, it probably is. And no, they're not going to pay you back. This kind of thing, they're, just it's sort of like they're saying to respond with more. Let me think about that. Let me get back to you on that. And instead of saying yes and letting, hopefully not yourself, be taken advantage of. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because you're kind of a giver, and takers really gravitate to givers. So take care of yourself first. You don't want to be finding yourself in a place of pouring from an empty cup. So I hope that helps, Lori Christine, and hope all your animals are well also. Back to Clemmy. You read from my cat Hector last show and his loud meowing facing the wall in the hall. He said he had a lot to say about his food, etc. I had just changed his dry food to a weight loss one he didn't want. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's sort of like, having mashed potatoes and gravy and then all of a sudden getting a baked potato with nothing on it. You know what I mean? That's how I liken it. He still knows you love him, though. There's still a really solid pink cord between your energy and his energy. So, yeah, there's lots of love there. Yeah, I love serendipity too. I love when those things just kind of happen. Angelique says, I love serendipity. You too. Deb says, yes, a lot of paperwork to run a place nowadays. First time renter. Oh, wow. Yeah, I need to do this before winter. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's always a lot of paperwork anymore, it seems like. Donna, the third Donna for tonight. Is the deceased guitarist Steve Clark of Def Leppard going to reincarnate to be with me? I don't know. Let's see. I do feel like there is going to be someone coming up in your life, someone who was going to take you a bit by surprise, if that makes sense. I hear music, but it's not guitar music. It's more like keyboard music. So I don't know about that, but I do feel like there's some music involved, a musician perhaps, or something to do with music. So, right on, Donna. But who knows? Do you feel like there's somebody coming up for you, though? K Travel Tarot says, hi. Good to see you. Taylor Knight, hi. Good to see you. Taylor's the lady that made that, provided, has the company that makes those gorgeous blankets from a photo. Like I could take that photo of that brown pelican back there with the sunset light hitting its feathers and turn that into a throw blanket. That would be amazing. That good just to have. Really make a statement piece in your home. Give as a gift. They're so soft and comfy too. Anyway, thanks, Taylor. Tea Garden Chicken says, thank you. I send her love all the time and thought energy. Yeah, she is so tuned to me, always with me. Thanks so much. She's the bossy queen, and rightly so. Yeah, I'm sure she'll probably have a time of adjustment, not being able to hear as well, but I think she's going to overcome it totally. Laura, Jessica Lynn, you have so many sweet condolences coming through. Wow. Donna says his spirit communicates with me. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know. Wouldn't it be interesting if he came back playing keyboard this time? Mm-hmm. Remy Blum says, I'm going through some health problems and looking for a job at 64. Will I be okay? I feel like, yes, you will. You will be okay. And I feel like there is a job that you're going to be able to do working from home. And that's one choice. But the answer to your question is, and they're saying your guides are, yes, you will be okay. You are okay. Everything is on the path. You're on your right path. And you're going to be okay. So it's a weird time to be this age, isn't it, Remy Blum? I mean, I'm 65 and I'm still adjusting. I never felt my age But it does start to kind of catch up a little bit. You know, things just are not quite as, I'm not as swift as I used to be. Perfect for doing readings though, because not having a long-term memory or a short-term memory is just kind of, it leaves my left brain with less to do. So shifting into the right side of my brain, my sensing side, is a whole lot easier. So my reading accuracy is getting better. And Donna says, "Hi, Taylor. I'm having an interesting life." Yeah, I guess so. Y'all, it is after 9 o'clock. So I am going to, I'm going to sign off for now. And love you guys being here. Thank you so much. I'll be back as soon as I can. I think I only have to work like 3 days this next coming week. So fingers crossed. And then I'll be able to post and get back on YouTube Live again soon. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Appreciate you. Be well, be blessed. Enjoy the rest of this full moon energy and let go of what doesn't serve you. Embrace the new. Make room for the new. Love y'all. Take care. Bye for now.